Hello everyone and welcome to Caroline's Craftery. Today I wanted to show you a special project. It actually is two design teams and one guest design team. And they involve Dreams Etc. with her Legends of Mermaid stamp set. And this is the stamp set and it is gorgeous. I love it. I did a number of things in this journal with it, as well as some other stuff that Jen sent me, and I just love this stamp and I will be using it a lot more. The other one is Nevermore Creation 17. I used two of her kits. I used Sand and Sea and the Ocean Music, and I will leave all these links below. And the other one is Artistic Printables for You, and I used her Beach Journal Kit, and it comes with 15 pages. Between the pages, ephemera, embellishments and whatnot. And as I said, I will leave all these links below for all these items. So I will set these aside and show you this journal. Here is Legend of the Mermaid. So on the front, I used a big tag that Jen sent me, the stamp in which I painted using distress inks. In the background, I put a doily that she sent that I just sprayed some distress stain on it. I printed out a few little seashells, a couple seahorses, some coral, and I just put that over. Underneath, I put eyelash trim. The tie-up lace goes underneath all that. I just used an old book cover, and it was called Learning to Sail. So I thought that was kind of appropriate for this book. The charm does slip off, and I'll just slip that off because it's easier to do that. And to show you, there's the charm, there's a seahorse, there is a starfish, and a turtle, just for the variety of stone type beads on it. And there is the back. I don't know how well you can see. I did use some paste on it, which I put in a blue glitter. So the edge, I used eyelash trim on the edge of some of the papers. I really like how that turned out. These colors just reminded me of the sea, the blues and the greens in the sea. On here is just a little charm that's just on with a bulb pin. So inside, we'll undo this. I use this really nice paper I had. I put material in the middle. This is one of the prints from Nevermore Creation 17. And I watched Lindsay's channel a lot, and she's always saying, don't be afraid of the white. So I did very little distressing in this book. So I did some stenciling with a stencil that Jen sent me. Just paper clipped on. I will point out the ones I used some of the cards and pockets from the Artistic Printables from the Beach Kit. So this was some wallpaper that I have, which went really well. This is from the Artistic Printables. And inside there, I've just got two tags from Nevermore Creation Kit. And in here is a hidden, not really hidden, but a tag. I just thought that the mermaid. This was a stamp and die cut set that I had. Another page from Nevermore Creations. This is just a little collage using some die cuts, and I stenciled using the negative of this green. I kind of thought it looked like seaweed. All the pages in here are from Nevermore Creations. So, and here is just, it's a glassine bag that I made the bag, and then I did a print on it. This tag is from the Artistic Printables. And then this one is from Nevermore Creations. And on all these, some are printed on a beige cardstock. And the ones on white, I've just left them white. So, and this is one of the bags. This is just a large card that I made with a cutout from Nevermore Creations, a doily that Jen had sent me. And I just covered it with some paint. Stenciled that. These two pockets here are from Artistic Printables. And this is the middle of the first signature. There is 2 signatures in here, by the way. And this card is from Artistic Printable. That one's from Nevermore Creations. These ones are from Nevermore Creations. Oh, I have that one upside. My birthstone is a seashell, it says. This one says Sea Breeze. The other side of the bag. And another large card in there. And this is from Artistic Printables too. It was a very nice kit. I look forward to using the whole kit in a journal very soon. And the other side, there's a tag and a journaling card. These are both from Nevermore Creations. And the eyelash trim, I just glued it on. There's a die cut with stenciling underneath it. And here is another tag from Artistic Printables, and I've just used this as a pocket. And inside I've got my business card and a little card. And up here is a larger card from Nevermore Creations. The other side of that wallpaper. Just a little journaling card that's paper clipped on there. This was wallpaper too, and it's got all the degrees, like it's like a chart for being out on the ocean. I thought it was very appropriate for this journal. Pages in these kits are very nice. And this is part of an envelope, and I just used it inside here. Used it as 2 pages. I just folded the flap up. And here is a journaling card. This is from one of my digitals in my store. Here is another. This is one of the journal checks that is from my store, and I've decorated using some die cuts, a little bit of decoupage behind, and then of course that beautiful stamp from Dreams Etc., which I colored in gel pens and a little bit of distress inks for her face. And I really, really like how they turned out. I really like them. And a large card from Artistic Printables. Some more. This is another piece of wallpaper that I had, which went really, really good in there. A friend of mine gave me a whole bunch of wallpaper, all dealing with the ocean and the sea and stuff. So, just a cutout, die cut. And I used them because I thought they looked like seaweed. So, just some decoupage. And the other side of some wallpaper. And this, just a paper clip on there, but this is another thing that I did. This is an envelope, and again I used the stamp from Dreams Etc. This one was all colored with distress inks, and then I sewed around it with some weird fibered wool that I had. And then I put in these little tiny seashells, and these pink rocks kind of reminded me of coral. And then there is some white that I believe is actually some kind of seashell. So that's all hand stitched around there. It is fairly heavy, but I love it. I absolutely love it. It turned out so good. So, and this was actually, the base of this is the envelope that was in one of the Nevermore Creations kits. And then inside is just a bunch of little odds and ends of cards that were in the Nevermore Creations kit. So, and that envelope just goes on there with a paper clip on the back side. I didn't want to attach it because to write on the pages you might have to take it out because it is kind of bulky, but it just turned out so good. More of the pages. These are 2 pockets that came from the Artistic Printables, the middle of the second signature. And in this pocket, is 2 tags from Artistic Printables. And same with this pocket, 2 tags of the lighthouses. This journal will be for sale in my Etsy store. And then another bigger project from the Legends of the Mermaid. I made this big, huge tag using the stamp. I just printed out a couple of seahorses and did some stenciling. I did some spraying of distress inks and watered it down and whatnot. So I came up with that big tag. And I really like how that turned out. The colors just remind me so much of the sea. And some more of that wallpaper. And this, to cover up the back of the wallpaper, all the ugly writing that's on the back, I had this writing paper, and it just fit in so cute with this cute mermaid and a dolphin that she's riding and stuff. Another little collage of die cuts. So this is just paper clipped on. And then in this pocket, that's the other side of the envelope. It's got this really nice gold inside, which is really nice. We have a tag from Artistic Printables. We have a journal card from, this is from one of my digitals. And another one of those journal checks decorated up with the mermaid stamp that's colored with gel pen and distress inks. And I've decoupaged a napkin on it that had seashells and whatnot, a little bit of decoupage just with some odds and ends of paper, and I really like how those turned out. And that is the end. So I hope you like this Legends of the Mermaid. And I will leave lots and lots of links below for all these things. And please do check out Dreams Etc., Nevermore Creations, and Artistic Printables. And I will leave links for their shops, for their YouTube, etc. down below. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Bye for now.